Top Lists, the top video channel. Want to see more videos? Subscribe to Top Lists for more insight, and don't forget to hit like to support us. Keep tuning in. Did you know that humanity has come to the brink of extinction not once, not twice, but an astounding 20 times? Yes, that's right. Our species has teetered on the edge of oblivion repeatedly, each time a chilling encounter with our potential end. Prepare to journey through time as we uncover these chilling brushes with oblivion. Our journey begins in the remote past, during the time of early hominids. Picture a world vastly different from our own, where the survival of the fittest is the only law that governs life. This is the stage that sets the scene for our first brush with near extinction. Around 70,000 years ago, our ancestors faced an event so severe that it left an indelible mark on our DNA. This event, known as the genetic bottleneck, saw the human population shrink dramatically. Some theories suggest a catastrophic event, perhaps a massive volcanic eruption or a brutal ice age, decimated the human population to just a few thousand. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? The entirety of human existence teetering on the brink of oblivion. But as we know, our tenacious ancestors survived, only to face another potential wipeout. Fast forward to the Toba catastrophe, around 74,000 years ago. The Toba supervolcano in modern-day Indonesia erupted, spewing out so much ash and sulfur dioxide that it blocked out the sun, causing a volcanic winter. The chilling temperatures and lack of sunlight threatened all life on Earth, including our ancestors. Once again, we were on the edge of extinction, but, as always, the human spirit prevailed. But the trials of our forebears didn't end there. 3 more prehistoric events further tested humanity's survival. A brutal ice age, a meteor strike, and a terrifying plague, each one a cataclysmic event powerful enough to wipe out the entire human race. Yet, in the face of these daunting threats, our ancestors did what they do best. They survived. These events, as harrowing as they were, shaped us, molded us into the resilient species we are today. We as a species learned to adapt, to overcome, and most importantly, to endure. As we emerged from the shadow of these disasters, humanity continued to thrive and grow, only to face new threats. So as we delve deeper into our past, let's remember the resilience of our ancestors and the lessons they have left us. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, a time of great turmoil and danger. The world was a canvas of uncertainty, and humanity was the artist trying to navigate through the chaos. Amidst this chaos, the specter of extinction loomed large, not once but 5 times. The first of these brushes with disaster was the Black Death in the 14th century. It was a plague like no other. A silent killer that swept across continents, leaving devastation in its wake. The Black Death wiped out an estimated 60% of Europe's population. That's almost 2/3 of a whole continent brought to its knees by an invisible enemy. The world looked on in horror as towns and cities turned into ghost towns overnight. But humanity didn't fold, it persevered, the survivors rebuilding their lives and societies, creating a new normal in the shadow of the plague. Then in the 16th century, humanity faced another near-extinction event, the smallpox epidemic. Originating in Central America, it spread like wildfire, decimating populations. The New World was hit hardest, with Native American populations being nearly wiped out. This catastrophe was a grim reminder of the fragility of human life, yet once again, humanity showed its tenacity. Medical advancements led to the development of the first-ever smallpox vaccine, a triumph that signaled a new era in human history. And then, there was the Spanish flu of 1918. It was a global pandemic that infected 1/3 of the world's population and claimed the lives of tens of millions. The world was at war, and the Spanish flu was a merciless enemy, attacking the young and the healthy with a vengeance. It was a dark time, but it also marked a turning point in global health, leading to the establishment of public health organizations. Despite these calamities, humanity proved its resilience, adapting and surviving against all odds. The Middle Ages and beyond were fraught with danger, but each time, humanity rose, dusted itself off, and soldiered on, proving that we are a species designed to survive. In our more recent history, humanity has faced threats of a different kind. As we moved into the 20th century, our own creations became our potential downfall. We'll start with the Cuban Missile Crisis in the early 1960s. The world held its breath as the United States and the Soviet Union, 2 superpowers armed with nuclear weapons, stood on the brink of war. For 13 nail-biting days, the prospect of a nuclear holocaust was an all-too-real possibility. But through intense negotiations and the willingness of both sides to compromise, disaster was averted. The Cuban Missile Crisis was, however, just one event in the larger context of the Cold War. For nearly half a century, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a tense nuclear standoff. The threat of mutual assured destruction was a constant specter during these years, with the world often teetering on the edge of a nuclear winter that could have wiped out humanity. And then we have the ongoing crisis of climate change. Unlike the sudden, cataclysmic threats posed by nuclear war, climate change is a slow-moving disaster. Rising global temperatures, melting ice caps, and increasing sea levels pose a threat not just to humans but to all life on Earth. The consequences of inaction are unspeakable. Mass extinctions, devastating natural disasters, and the displacement of millions of people. Yet, despite these threats, we're still here. Each time we've come close to the brink, we've managed to pull back. We've negotiated peace in the face of war. We've signed treaties to limit the proliferation of nuclear weapons. We've started taking steps, albeit small ones, to combat climate change. These events serve as a stark reminder of our vulnerability, but also of our remarkable ability to endure and overcome. We've stared down the barrel of extinction more times than we'd like to admit, but each time, we've found a way to survive. Let's hope that our resilience continues to hold strong in the face of whatever threats the future may hold. Each near-extinction event offers valuable lessons about our capacity for survival. In the face of catastrophic events, humanity has shown a remarkable ability to adapt and endure. From the brink of the abyss, we've risen, dusted ourselves off, and continued to march forward. Whether it was the unforeseen natural disasters of the dawn, or the man-made threats of the contemporary era, our resilience has been our shield. We've learned to harness the power of science, to unite in the face of adversity, and above all, to never lose hope. These are the lessons etched in our collective memory, lessons that empower us to face future threats. As we look to the future, may we remember these brushes with extinction and use them as a guide to navigate the challenges that lie ahead. Top Lists, the Top Video channel. Want to see more videos? Subscribe to Top Lists for more insight, and don't forget to hit like to support us. Keep tuning in.